Hello folks, welcome to the Jack in the Box wrap-up show. A late night, especially if you're at one of these games under delay. BGA, Knoxville Webb under a nearly 2-hour delay. As you see Knoxville Webb get in the end zone here. That put them up 14-7 on a long drive to give them the lead. But then on the ensuing kickoff, Ronald Cleveland, I talked about it on 104.5 with Chad Withrow. This might be one of the fastest guys I've ever seen at the high school level. It's between him and Dom Childress, and here Ronald Cleveland showing off the speed, returning it for the touchdown. 99 yards. BGA ties things up again at 14. Here would be a big play. We talk about game-changing moments. Here's one. The ball pops loose. BGA unable to pounce on it. And Knoxville Webb moves forward at 35. Now, a couple plays later, looking deep down the sideline. That's a first down inside the 5. And Knoxville Webb in the red zone again with a long drive, long steady drive, taking it in for the touchdown, going 1 yard. That was a 9-play drive for Knoxville Webb. They take the lead 20-14. Knoxville Webb with the ball back and a chance to go up a couple scores. They just missed a chance on incompletion. This pass intercepted and returned by Miles Taylor, 78 yards for the BGA touchdown. That tied the game at 21. BGA doing everything they can to stay in this game. Big play after big play. And here's another one from Knoxville Webb right before the end of the first half. Excuse me, that's actually the third quarter, right before we got a long rain delay. That touchdown put them up 28-21. That's when the storm would roll in, and here was the aftermath. Everyone had to go to safety, but when we came back out, this is what we were seeing. Puddles all over the field. It didn't appear as if this game would continue, but after the 1 hour, 50-minute delay, they made the decision to play on, and right here is a big play on fourth down. BGA going for it because kicking a field goal in these conditions was just not an option, but then in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes to play, Marcus Cawthorn with the big-time touchdown reception on the pass from Clayton Beathard. And we are tied at 28 apiece. And after a big penalty that resulted in a first down on a 4th and 1, this play proved to be big. Looked like the wide receiver might have slipped, but still an arm in the back, allowing the referee to make that call. A pass interference setting up what would end up being the game-winning touchdown for Knoxville Webb. They go up 34-28. They would miss the extra point with 13 seconds to play, and the ball is going to be in Ronald Cleveland's hands with the chance to win it after a penalty for kicking the ball out of bounds. The ball does go to number 3, but in these conditions, just unable to really gather up enough speed. And look at this. This is what it looked like after the game. It's like a four-wheeler which drove through the field. I mean, just awful. Here's what the coaches had to say.
They're not going to worry about this. I mean, you're going to play in wet weather. We're going to probably have more rain games this year. I think it's a great experience to go through that because it prepares you for the next time that you're out there.
I mean, I had some concerns, but, you know, it's football. You just go out and play. I'm sure there's been a lot of fields worse than this. You know, it was pretty slippery and muddy and sloppy. But, you know, both teams had to play on the same surface. So, you know, it's football. You just grind it out and try to make, you know, the best of the situation, play hard. And I thought our guys were trying to do that.
So now BGA with just their second loss of the season. We'll look at some of the other scores. Page beating Fayetteville 43-7, 3 in a row for the Patriots. Ravenwood winning 34-0. It's just them and Franklin at the top for District 11. They play each other next week. That'll be a game people will be talking about leading up to Friday. CPA 41-0 over Whites Creek. That was actually the halftime score. The rain caused a delay and it ended up finishing 41-0. Then Brentwood Academy, you remember what McCallie did to Innsworth? Brentwood Academy taking it to the Blue Tornadoes, winning 59-34 at McCallie. Huge win for BA. We'll be right back after this break.
Attention Monster Taco fans! Get ready for a night of Monster Taco madness! With 2 new Monster Taco flavors from Jack in the Box, face off! Introducing the Bacon Ranch Monster Taco, crushing it with strips of bacon and creamy ranch versus the Nacho Monster Taco, coming hard with nacho cheese and jalapenos! Monster, Monster, Monster Tacos! Too much?
Needs an explosion.
All right, welcome back to the wrap-up show presented by Jack in the Box. Independence traveling to Centennial, a game both teams had to win. This is on Thursday, and see Nate Johnson with the touchdown reception there. Then Dom Childress, he had 4 touchdowns? This guy's unbelievable. Getting a touchdown there. It was 38-28 Independence, but back comes Centennial. Deion Primetime Sanders with the touchdown. The Cougars making some big stops on defense as well. As Andrew Bunch is going to run, but he's met by a pack of Cougars there, including Dylan Phillips, one of the better defenders in the district. And then again, more Centennial defense as they fought their way back into this game in the second half. And were able to escape with a 49-38 win on Thursday night. And you see Emmanuel Hall putting on the moves. Missouri's ready for that guy to suit up for the Tigers. Now, to some other scores, 3 other games going on. Innsworth, no surprise really there. The Tigers winning 44-6. FRA, big win over Easel Harding, 41-0. And then NBA, shocking Father Ryan. Some trick plays, including a Statue of Liberty play. There you go. NBA was in some close games with some of the teams we covered. Brentwood Academy, Innsworth, now Father Ryan. And that will do it for our Week 7 football wrap-up show, sponsored by Jack in the Box. Be sure to watch Monday for the highlight show from highlights from some of these games. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.